everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and this is Coco and this is our podcast number 31. So welcome one and all. We are looking forward to spending a little bit of time with you, but before we get started, Coco will say her usual woof woof before she has her favorite treat, which is chicken and cucumber. It's just waiting here in her little purple bowl. So I shall pop her down so she can enjoy that while we carry on with our chat. And I'll just give her the chicken. Oh, her favourite part, I think. Every single time we come up here, I know she knows she's going to get a snack. So welcome one and all. Thank you very much for joining us. For those of you that may not know, this is the beautiful shawl that Josephine gifted me. I couldn't wait to put it on. It's the perfect weather for it. So I thought that I should take this opportunity to also let her know how much I have been enjoying wearing it as the weather's gotten cooler, and it's actually keeping me very warm, and I feel like it's a total hug from you, Josephine. So thank you very, very much. I just needed you to know that I do use it and I do love it very, very much. Anyway, let's get on with tonight's podcast. There are a few things I'd like to get through, but as always, let's start off with our tile of the week Thursday. And those of you who may have joined us recently, thank you and welcome. So I'll just give you a little bit of background. Our friends Sam and Mike over at Manfors Makes, please go and visit them. They are amazing humans and they have a beautiful podcast and shows pretty much every single day. They have a video that comes out, and on a Thursday they showcase their tiles from this book here, 100 Crochet Tiles. And the way that this cal came along very organically is that Sam was gifted this in Happy Mail, and she pledged that she would make all 100 tiles without thinking at the time that it would take about 2 years to complete them all. And guess what's happened since she started? And we are currently at tile number 40. So many of us have joined her. So I jumped on at tile number 25 and I've only missed one since then. So if you haven't seen that episode, go and watch podcast number 30. I have to say that watching Sam and Mike is hilarious at times because they just don't hold back. They tell you exactly how they feel about every single tile every week. Whether they loved it or they were frustrated with it or whatever the case may be, you will hear it from them. So please go and watch their entire playlist. This is actually how I came across Sam and Mike, from one of their episodes that popped up on my feed. So I was so grateful that has happened. So this week's tile, let's have a look at it. I think it was called Tessellations. Oh, and by the way, this book, I purchased it on Amazon, and I also know that it's available on Kindle. The only thing you need to know about this book if you buy it, and I think people are saying that it's also now in a spiral version, not just the bound, it does fall apart, which is a bit unfortunate, but at the end of the day, that's okay. I can cope with that for now. So let me just open it up and show you the tile for this week. It is called Tessellation, and without giving too much away of the pattern, there it is there. So that's what it's meant to look like. The great thing about this book is that it gives you not only the written pattern, but also a graph, which is very, very handy, because at times I have struggled a little bit with the instructions, but then when I refer to the graph, I work it out. Now, for all of my tiles, I've been using 8-ply Marvel yarn, which is a DK weight yarn, and it is 100% acrylic, and I have used my 5mm hook for each and every tile, and I have about 7 colours that I've used throughout. Now, these are the colours that I used this week. So the yellow, the peachy color and the white, and I'll show you my tile, and then I'll also show you Josephine's tile because she is amazing. She sends it through to us every single week. So let me show you yours, and we have a new friend that's joined us this week too for tile of the week Thursday. So here's what my tile looks like. It was a 10 round tile and it was quite easy to follow. I didn't really have very much trouble with it. I did allow about 2 to 3 hours on Sunday just devoted to making it because I felt that I needed to complete one this week 100%, and I did make the time for it. It's got quite a bit of texture on it. You could probably see the bauble stitches and, you know, the clusters. Very, very nice. Now, Josephine has also using the same colorway throughout hers, which is a pack from, there it is, gorgeous, thank you, which is a pack from Ophelia Talks, which is about 2 years old now, I'm guessing, and she's used all the yarn for all her tiles throughout, so hers will also look very much the same, you know, the same colorway when she completes them. I'm hoping to make a blanket with all of my tiles when they're finished. I'll border them so that they're all the same size, because at this stage they're all various size squares, and I do know that later on they're going to be different shapes. And this is from our friend Liza, so thank you for sending through your tile. Really appreciate that you've joined us. So here these, look at this, the colors. How different does it look when you put the different colors next to each other? Look at this. Wow, sorry about the light, guys. It's a little bit in the way today. But it doesn't matter what colorway you use, I guess all the tiles end up beautiful. So thank you so much, Josephine and Liza, for joining us for Tile of the Week Thursday. It just makes it so much more fun to do it when we're, you know, again, the whole community engages as one. And if you put in the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, all the people that are crocheting along with this little fun project or crochet along, you get to see them all. So there's a lot of content creators that have jumped on board, and they're also, like myself, showcasing all their wonderful subscribers and friends, Yarny friends that have joined us as well. So thank you. So that's Tile of the Week Thursday, number 40. Done and dusted. We're on to tile number 41. We're creeping closer and closer to getting to halfway, which is pretty amazing because by the time we're halfway, that's like a year almost. So that's crazy. That is so awesome. Now, over here, as we all know at Coco's Crochet, we also have our own crochet along, and it is a stitch sampler blanket or any type of blanket that you choose to make. So basically, you know, we pull the colors out every 2 weeks, and the next set of colors and stitches coming out this Saturday, which is the 13th of May. So I finally got my rows in, guys. I'm so happy. So these are the colors that we had to put in: the brown, the white, the pink, and the green. And I think they're a beautiful addition to my blanket. It is actually has grown so much that it when I lie down, it's actually as tall as me pretty much. So I love that it's growing, and we're nearly at the end, guys. So we're 3/4 of the way done. Only October, November, and December, and then we'll have a couple of weeks to play with to do the border. So please make sure that you tune in on Saturday so that you can get the October color and stitch for those that are doing the stitch sampler blanket. Now, we've been very lucky that some of our friends have sent in their updates as well, and I have printed them off, and I also have some on Instagram to show you. So look how long Thea's blanket is. So I'll show you from the top, from the very beginning, all the different months and all the different colors, and there we are to the most current. So thank you so much, Thea, for sending in your blanket. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the next blanket comes to us from our lovely friend Alley Cat, and there it is on draped across a chair. So we'll go from the top all the way to the bottom. And Alley Cat is saying that she will more than likely use a navy or a black to border, so black color to border her blanket. And you can see that that one's grown beautifully as well. Thank you so much. Now, our next blanket comes to us from our friend Raylene. And what Raylene's been doing, she saves her wildcard colors, and every 3 months, so this is the 3rd quarter, she puts 3 rows, one of each color in. So this, what you're seeing here are her September colors and her 3rd quarter of the wildcard color rows. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Raylene. Absolutely love it. And last but not least, we have the lovely Sally. And let me point out the stitch markers. They're my favorite part, one of my favorite parts, as you all know. So I love that Sally wrote, and I'm just going to read it here so I can actually see it, and then I'll bring it up closely so you can have a look. She said that all her colors are edible names, which I absolutely love. So she's got cream, she's got apple for the green, and then she's got candy floss for the pink, and gingerbread for the brown. And she said that it's all Stylecraft special DK yarn. How gorgeous is that? It's looking very, very beautiful. Thank you for sending in that, Sally. Really do appreciate it. Absolutely gorgeous. Sounds delicious. So that's our beautiful friends that emailed them to us. And now I'll show you the ones that are on Instagram. So if you go onto Instagram and type in hashtag Coco's Crochet Cal 2023, you'll be able to see everybody's blankets as they're growing. Now this is the beautiful Michelle. She has sent us in her update for up to September. Thank you so much. And we've got Terry from Yarn Joy Podcast. She's also sent hers in. Now Terry's doing a corner to corner blanket. So everyone, a lot of people are doing different styles of blankets, but a lot of us are doing the stitch sampler blanket together. So thank you so much for posting in Coco's Crochet Cal 2023. And thank you for sharing with us. We absolutely love that. So that's our 2 crochet alongs that we're involved in and are having such a good time with both of them. I absolutely love them. Got my clipboard, people, just to keep me organized. So that's our cows. Now next, excuse me, I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat. It's the change in the weather. Now I'd love to showcase some of the makes that our friends have sent in as well. So wait till you see this. This is gorgeous. So Thea, look at this. She's done the Betty Boop in the middle there. That's the graph, and she has now put the border that she's put around it. She's used the stitches from our cowl and also some front and back posts. Now she did tell me that excuse me, she used a 6mm hook and 8-ply acrylic yarn, and she went to a site called braceletbook.com, where there's so many graphs or grids to choose from. So maybe that's something you would all like to jump on board as well, have a little look at. So I'll put it down in the description box so you can see. But how gorgeous is her Betty Boop? Very, very nice. And I love that Thea used stitches from our stitch sampler blanket, you know, to add to her border. So thank you very much, Thea, for sharing that with us. Really do appreciate it. And then our friend Liza has sent in some of her beautiful, beautiful makes. Now this one comes from the Crochet Society Christmas Cowl for 2021. I've also got this one as well, so I really need to get started. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Liza. And she's also sent through this beautiful picnic blanket, and it was from box number 41, which is the box that has just passed. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have, again from Liza, and this is the Crochet Society box 39, and it's some bunting. So I hope you guys can see that. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at all the little tassels that she's made as well. Love it. So thank you so much for sharing your beautiful makes with us. We really do appreciate it. I always love sharing, and you know, I'm sure that most of you do, because it gives us a little bit of inspiration as well, which is wonderful. Excuse me. I do also have some physical blankets to show you, because 2 of my lovely girlfriends, Simone and Jane, both from Coco's Crochet Corner, that we get together here on a Wednesday night. And as you know, this is an extension to that. That's what Coco's Crochet is, so that we could bring all of us together, not just a handful of friends. All of us can hang out together. So let me get Simone's blanket first. So let me show you up close. This is such a beautiful blanket, and Simone has used a stitch that I never have seen before, but I have heard of it, the Suzette stitch, which is that one there. And over here, she's used the double crochet, and she does use US terminology. Look how gorgeous this blanket is, and I'll give you some stats on it while I hold it up. Let me just put this here so I can see it. So she's calling this the her Lana's blanket, after the little baby girl that she's going to gift it to, although she does joke and say that she doesn't know if that's going to be the little girl's name. She has used a 4.5 millimeter hook, and she used 4 skeins of Bernard Softy. It was 4.2 ounces or 120 grams. 254 yards or 232 meters in each skein, and she used the color cream. Now she says that the pattern, and let me just give you that information, is by Jules and Jones, and it's the Easy Crochet Baby Girl Blanket. I will pop that down in the description box as well. And she said that she did, the repeat is 3 rows of the Suzette stitch and 3 rows of the double crochet, and she repeated that 14.5 times, and the blanket in total is 33 inches by 33 inches or 84 centimeters by 84 centimeters. And she did have a starting chain of foundation chain of 120 stitches. So thank you so very, very much for sharing that with us, Simone. It's actually such a beautiful blanket, and it feels so lovely and soft. So I'm sure that the little girl, whether her name is Lana or not, is going to love this blanket when she receives it. And now Jane has sent, you will notice something, guys, when you see all the blankets that I'm showcasing tonight. There is a definite color theme. Cream and tan seems to be the colors that everybody is looking for and asking for nowadays. It's just not coincidental, I think. I think that's what's out there. Anyway, so Jane has sent her beautiful, this is gorgeous. So let me show you this side, and then I'll show you the others. Look at the gorgeous colors, the cream and the brown. And here is the other side. It is quite large. I would say would be at least the size of Simone's as well. Now, let me give you some stats on this one, and it's got a funny story as well. Well, I think it's funny. So, Jane did use the tutorial for the Corner to Corner by Bella Coco. She has used a 6 millimeter crochet hook. Now, she has used, now the yarn that she used is bamboo, and let me tell you the difference between the cotton and the bamboo. Bamboo is quite heavy. I'm not sure if any of you have used bamboo before. I certainly haven't, but it is quite heavy, you know, this blanket, which is gorgeous. I'm just saying what a difference, you know, when you compare the two. So Jane used 6 millimeter hook, 8 ply bamboo yarn, 2 balls of the cream and 2 of the brown, which was gifted to her, so she's not sure of the brand. But guess what happened? She ran out of yarn. So off she went to Spotlight to try to match the cream. And when she was in there, and you would never guess where the join is. Let me show you. This is the cream, and somewhere in there, I don't know where, is where she had to join in the new yarn. So basically she went in there, and as she was walking down the aisles, and she was like, oh my goodness, I hope I, you know, match this. She just thought she'd reach out to another beautiful human that was in the yarn aisle and asked, do you think that this yarn is as close to this one as possible, the color? And the person that she asked happened to be an artist. So what luck was that? And she color matched it perfectly. The only difference is that it was a 4-ply yarn. She bought the, she did tell me which yarn. The Anna Erickson, and it was a 4-ply yarn. So what she did, she double stranded it, got it to look like the 8-ply, and nobody even knows where the different yarn connects with the other one. So how amazing is that? A beautiful, beautiful blanket that she will be gifting to some lovely, lucky recipients. So thank you so much, Jane, for allowing me to showcase this. Well, I really do appreciate it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I can feel the difference now between cotton and bamboo. The weight, it's very, very different. So that's that. Now, I myself have been making blankets, as you do. I've been making a lot of those lately. So some of you may recall seeing this one. This is my only finished object for tonight. So this is like number 2 that I've made that looks very, very much like, oh, there it is. I love this blanket. So basically what I used for this one is the baby chenille yarn, which is just this, you know, little baby chenille yarn, which I bought from Spotlight. And it is such a soft, soft, beautiful yarn. I did just do a giant granny square. So all I did was every time I got to the end of the row, I would flip it so that it would be as square as possible. And on the end, I did a little scallop edge. Let me just show you. Very, very pretty, very, very simple. Now, I did use, as I said, the baby chenille, which is a not 100% polyester yarn. Each ball only has 50 grams in it and 90 meters. And I did use a 6mm hook. So I used my 6mm hook to crochet up this beautiful blanket. And I used 6 balls of the natural and 3 balls of the peach. So this is ready now to be gifted to its very lucky recipient, who happens to be my daughter-in-law's or future daughter-in-law's cousin, who lives in Melbourne here in Australia, and this will be going off to the little baby in a couple of weeks time. So I'm so happy that I got to finish that, because they will be taking this with them shortly. So that's my finished object. Again, the natural colors come up, you know, the theme is definitely here. And now I've got a work in progress. So I've been asked if I could please make another little baby blanket, which is for my future daughter-in-law's sister, who is currently pregnant, and we're so excited. The baby's due in September from memory. But her only criteria was this: no holes. And I went, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So I ended up doing, oh, there's an end. That's where actually one ball started. So I'm not sure if you can see because of the tweed, but this is an extended single crochet. And I am enjoying making this stitch so very, very much. And as you can see, no holes, guys. Let me see. Can you sort of see that a bit better now, the stitch? Oh, I love this. I love this yarn. It's actually one of my favorite yarns. Here it is. It's the Spot Saver, and it's in the colorway tweed. I absolutely love this. The stats on this, it's a 10-ply yarn, 100% acrylic. Each ball is 140 grams and it's 232 meters. So you probably saw the little join here. So where's that? Here it is here. So that's how much one ball gets me to. So I'm thinking I'll probably use 4 balls for this blanket. I think I might make it into a square, but I'll see how we go. It does crochet up very, very quickly. I am using a 7mm hook, and I thought even though it's only a 10-ply and I could probably get away with a 6mm hook, because it is, you know, like no holes stitch, it's just, you know, just an extended single crochet and quite dense. I wanted it to be a bit softer, and like you won't have much of a drape, and I think I will need to do a border because it's curling a little bit. I just wanted to use the bigger hook just so that it would make the yarn softer and not be very tight and bunched up. So that's my whip at the moment. Now, the only other things that I finished this week, but I have already done a little video for you, all the makes for the Mother's Day stall, because I had to hand them over today because the stall is actually tomorrow. So I did manage to complete quite a few coasters during the week as well, and finalize the water bottle holders that I needed to, you know, finish the handles and what have you. So that kept me busy as well, which was wonderful. So that's pretty much all the crocheting that I've done. I was very excited this week because a couple of weeks ago I received an email to say that the Crochet Society box number 42 is here, so please stay tuned. Very, very soon I'll be doing an unboxing of that. I'm not going to open it until we open it together, which means you guys get to choose my next project, which is always very exciting and very scary at the same time. Last box, number 41, was Daisy the cow. I was terrified when I knew that I had to make an amigurumi. but I made you guys a promise and I made it. So I wonder what is in store for us in here, because this box has a brand new curator for it. Sarah Jane, or Bella Coco, who used to, she got all 41 boxes put together. She's now stepped down, and a lovely young girl called Kate has taken over. So she promises that this box will be huge. So, you know, as I said, possibly in the next week or so, I'm going to endeavor to, you know, open this with you, and then you can choose my next project. I am very, very excited about that. And also you will be seeing an unboxing for VIP cross stitch, because they were very kind to, you know, approach me again so that I could do another little, you know, product review for them. So that's that. And most importantly, our crocheting for the community project is well and truly finished now. Oh yeah, that's what I also finished this week. I completed the hexagon blanket, so that's totally done. So I have been liaising with the organisation that I'll be handing everything over to, all the amazing donated crocheted items from all of you and myself. So I'm hoping that they will give me a date where they're working out if they're going to collect or like pick up or drop off. So that's what we're talking about. Either way, I'm easy. I said to them I'm happy to drop off if they want me to, and they're just getting back to me about that. So I'll keep you informed about that. But I'm definitely going to be doing a little video for all of you so that we can see everything together. I'm very, very excited about that. So that will be coming to you very, very soon. For those of you that are fairly new, or even if you know, haven't watched our little playlist on crocheting for the community, please go across and watch it. It highlights and, you know, says thank you to our amazing yarny friends who have donated so many items. And also the very first one gives you an idea of why I needed to do this project and how happy I am that you've all been our cheerleaders along the way. So it's just, like I said, you know, been a beautiful community project once again. So that's pretty much what I have for you this week. As always, I hope all of you have had some wonderful time and, you know, time to crochet. We all know how important it is for our mind. It just brings us to that Zen moment. I always say that, you know, it's not only does it bring us together, crochet, but even when we're on our own, it just gives us that time to, you know, center again, and everything is just right when we're crocheting. Well, that's the way that I feel. So I'm very, very blessed that I do have such an amazing community that I get to share crochet with, and I could not be more grateful that we do this together. I so look forward to coming on every week, and for that matter, every time I reach out to you with a video, and I so appreciate your love and support that you show Coco and I. We are very, very blessed and very, very grateful. So please continue to hang out with us. We love hanging out with you. So as always, I hope you all have a wonderful week. We certainly have. Coco is having another disco nap. Every time her tummy's full, she has a nice little rest. So I will be taking her downstairs soon so we can carry on with the rest of our evening. It is approaching the weekend, as we all know. Don't forget Saturday, our CAL colors and stitch for our stitch sampler blanket will be revealed, which I'm very, very excited for. And also it's coming to a close tomorrow night at midnight Sydney Australia time, our you know, Coco's birthday party video. Whoever watched that know what is coming up, so I'm very excited about that as well. So we have a few things, you know, in place that I want to bring for you and share with you, and so much more, like I always say, that's in my head. I just need the time, people. So hopefully I can get as much to you as I can so we can keep connected, which I absolutely love. Please keep your comments coming. I love, you know, reading them and, you know, chatting with you that way. Feel free to email me anything and everything you wish, and stay in touch whichever way you can, including, you know, through Instagram. Every way possible for us to be connected. So on that lovely note, Coco says woof woof. I say take care, and we shall see you all again in another video. Bye bye, everybody.